What does it say? No signal. It's not working.
Rotate your phone.
Rotate your phone? Seriously? Is that what you just said? Oh no, it's still live. We're on. So when the sound goes, do YouTube. Right. This is a bit floppy. The theme of today is floppy. Right, that's my last naughty joke, ready? Welcome to my Pilates Level 3 exam with Active IQ. My name is Linda Louise Meikle, and we have here quite a beginner's class today with kyphotic posture, which means we're working at the desks. And most of my participants complain about neck and back problems, so we're doing a class tailored to that today. So just a few housekeeping points before we continue. So first of all, the first aid box is just out there at reception, and Ashley Jones is the first aider. If the fire alarm should go off, and we're not expecting any fire alarms today, but if it should go off, you need to just go out there, turn left down the stairs, out through the main door. The meeting area is just across the road there in the car park. Okay, so we've done the palm cues. Don't know whether the touch is in my face. We've just had one little issue which completing the evaluation, which is all fine, so nobody's got any problems that we need to worry about. So we're just going to start with the feet together, and just roll your shoulders up, and down, and then from there, we're just going to step each foot out, so the feet are underneath your hips. And if your natural stance is the toes slightly turned out, you just stand like that. So we're just going to set up our posture, and just roll our shoulders forward, up, back, and down. So if we think of point A as pushing the hips forward, and we think of point C as just stepping back, we want to find that point B in between. So let's say B twice. So A is forward, C is back, and then B, your neutral spine is just there in the middle. So your hips are facing forward. Resetting the shoulders up, back, and down. So the hands are in the centre of the thighs. So if you've got a seam on your trousers, we're looking to have the shoulders there. And a lot of us are quite like this these days because of our jobs. So we're going to just imagine that we're being pulled up by a helium balloon. We've got a really good posture. And then from there, I just want you to literally take your chin down to your neckline. So we circle the chin over so the chin is in line with your right shoulder. So we circle down so the chin is in line with your left. And again, and you can feel maybe the neck feels a bit stiff today. What do you think? Yeah, I'm thinking I can do the massage. So just a bit of connection then with the tummy as we start to warm up. And it's lovely and warm in here today. We've all got our arms out already, so we don't need to do too long a warm up. There we go, one more to the left. Now we're just going to start to alternate, roll your shoulders back, so nice and simple. And then remember to smile, and then keep your belly button in as you do this. We've got 4, 3, 2, and then we're going to bring the shoulders forward. It's actually quite nice to see people in the flesh this morning. There we go, and then if we just do double shoulders back, so this is quite quick. So just keeping that core contraction. And we're not worrying about the breathing too much at the moment, but if you want to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, how good does that actually feel? I miss this class. Breathe in, breathe out, and then one more time. Oh, and we're going to take the shoulders the other way, so forward, down, breathing in to lift, breathing out as we bring the shoulders forward. Brilliant. Crunch, crunch. 2 more. 1 more. The next move is a little bit more complicated. We're going to drop forward into a standing cat stretch, open the arms. So we're looking to take the palms facing forward. Breathing in, we've got enough room for that. Exhale, open wide. Actually, this is the perfect number in here. Exhale, breathe in. Exhale. That's it, I do love this one. There we go, we just do 1 more of those. Are we all quite warm, yeah? Yeah. Alternate, hop, hop. So with this one I've got my palm facing inwards, but if you feel more natural to turn your palm forward, you do what feels good for you. We exhale, lift, we breathe in, lower. Exhale, lift, breathe in, lower, and again we just want to pull in through the core. Exhale, inhale, bless you. Exhale, inhale, exhale, and then inhale. And then we're going to make this a double arm circle, so we're breathing in, exhaling, and really pull in through the core as you reach. So warming up the shoulders, and we've done a little bit of warm-up mobility for the spine. Good matching trousers there. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And then last two, that's it, last one. And then bringing the hands back into centre, we breathe in. We're going to exhale, slide, side lateral bend. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Just pushing hips side to side so you can feel that stretch. Maybe a bit in the waist. And still warming up the back. Exhale, inhale. We're going to do 2 more of these. And then 1 more. And then we're going to take the arms forward into a bow and eye. So palms down, breathe in. As you exhale, you turn the chest, breathing, coming forward, exhale, belly button to spine, breathing, bring it forward, exhale, and inhale, exhale, and inhale. That's it, just check for me that the feet are still under the hips. Great, and then we're going to take the feet wider. And we're just going to lunge. So this is just to warm up the hips. And we've got that Sunday morning feeling. So you can take your hands either side like that if you want to, or you just keep the hands here. And then 4, 3, 2, and 1. Second back in. Right, bit of balance. I'm going to go forward and back. Forward and back. Yeah, you can pick your arms up. If you're at home, I'd say grab a chair, but we've got no equipment here today, so I'm putting you on the spot. That's looking at you, Truth. So a nice and tall chin level, one more time, and then just do some little circles and warm up the ankles as well. So mobilising the ankle and then circling the other way. Serious look on the faces. Changing sides, we're going to do the same thing. See if this is your good side. Breathe in, breathing out. Breathe in. So there's a bit squished at the back.
After the ball.
Yeah, belly back to spine. It's good to balance. And then just little circles with the ankle. There you go. Last thing we're going to do is just literally step side to side. One for calf. Oh, that was my ankle then. Right, that felt good. So we'll loosen up now. We've got 4, 3, 2, and release. Okay, so if we imagine that I've put an imaginary line down there, you're going to face in towards each other. Opposite to yoga, we're going to stand on the back of the mat with the mat in front of us. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Take a breath in. Exhale, chin goes to neckline. You might want to watch this first if you've not done it. We're going to go halfway roll and flatten the back. And then breathe in and then exhale. Come up and roll the shoulders. Breathing in. We're going to exhale, halfway roll. So arching back, I'm just going to change position for the camera. Breathing in. That's it, and every time you're going to exhale, just do this a few times. Flatten the back, breathe in. Exhale to come back up. And shoulders back and down. Breathe in, exhale. Round the spine, flatten the back. Then breathe in, exhale, round the spine, come up. And you can feel your whole back going, oh, I needed that. We're going to do one more time. Join the belly button in, round the spine, flatten the back. And then from here, we're going to just bring your hands to the floor, take a breath in, and then exhale to walk your hands forward onto these. And then we're going to focus on the posterior muscle chain. So basically, we're going to start with our back. So you're going to bring, you've got your feet hip width apart. It's going to be hard to see, you know. But don't like that. Let's breathe in. You don't want to just watch first. You're going to exhale and then just lift up. So I've got my chin tucked in. I'm engaging my core. It's great for your back. Then you breathe in and just bring your elbows back down. So it's a nice straightforward exercise, really good for your back. Exhale. Crown of the head going forward and then come back down. And we're going to do 12 of these, so I'm just going to check everybody's okay because I can actually walk around again now. It's looking good. You can't see me on the camera. Got you. It's quite a swan. Excellent. There's a couple of ways you do this. Some people bring your arms a little closer. Great. Last two. Last one. Then we're going to bring another version of modified squat. It's going to bring your arms in to what we call the surrender position. So you've got your elbows in line with your wrist and your shoulders in line with your elbows. So we call that surrender. Feet stay down on the ground. Just imagine that you've got an ice cube underneath your belly button. You're going to breathe in. Now you can exhale. You can keep the arms down and do it very small like this. But most people have done this with me before, so we lift up the arms like so, keeping the feet down on the ground. Exhalation and inhalation. That's it, brilliant. So just check for me that when you've got your arms wide, you've got that elbow in line with the shoulders. Looking good. So we're working the lower back. And then 4 more. Just keeping the feet down on the ground. And 2 more. Brilliant. So then we're going to push up onto our knees and take the hands shoulder width apart. Take the knees hip width apart. So looking side on, you want to have a straight line from the knee to the hip. And from your wrist to your shoulders. Just relax the shoulders, relax the elbows. Taking a deep breath in. We exhale to round the spine. Towards the legs. And then breathe in and lift the buttocks with the chin. And then breathe in again and then exhale to round the spine. breathe in to lift the buttocks, lift the chin. Oh, how good does that feel? Can you feel how mobile your back is or is not? Do we seize up in lockdown 3? Lift the buttocks, lift the chin. I think so. And again, exhalation as we round the spine. Let's get warm in now. Inhalation as we lift the buttocks, lift the chin. So we want to come to our neutral position. Just relax the shoulders, lengthen the neck a little bit, and then breathe in. If you imagine that you've got back around your waist, you exhale, tighten through the core. Breathe in, exhale. So you want to keep that tight, deep contraction of your core as you do this. So you've got your line, we've got the breath. Putting in, then re-breathe in. Exhale, just take the right leg back and flex your foot so that activates the glutes more. Breathe in, this is the tough bit. When you bring that leg down, try not to shift the weight. So exhale, change legs. Left leg, so that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to try to imagine that we've still got that belt around the waist. Flexing the foot. Breathing in. And exhale. Breathe in, exhale, keep going with that. So if you imagine you'll just put a tray of tea on your back, you want to make sure that you don't spill a drop. So you may feel a little bit out of practice this morning. Exhale. Square. So it's an out breath as you lift and in breath as you don't. You are doing well. And then you out your hands in. That's it. So we want to try and keep our hips fixed. That's it. Looking good. Stretch out the beauty zone. That's it. Yeah. Easier now. Come out with that beauty zone. Yeah. The last time then. Once you've done the left, you're going to come back into stretch. Okay, little shake out. And then we're going to lie down on our backs next. Going to focus on lower tummy. So we're going to do the scissors next. Actually, if you want to just sit up because we've got no stage, and I'll just show you quick how this one goes. So in a lying down position, we're going to take our thumbs onto our belly button, the fingers pointing down to the pubic bone. We're going to take an in breath and then exhale, arch the spine, fingers down to the floor. And then breathe in and going to exhale, flatten the back. So now the fingers point up. And then in between those 2 points is your neutral spine. So all slightly different. Some people got more archy backs than other people, yeah? Keeping that core contraction, so holding in. You breathe in, we're going to exhale, bring one leg up like that. Now they're easy, the first option. So if you're not used to Pilates, you're going up and down. There's some of you come this morning. And it's not your thing. You're going to exhale like that. And then the next level then is to bring both legs up, but we want to keep that neutral spine. So we breathe in, we exhale to lower, and then breathe in to bring that leg back up. So just relax in the neck as well, exhale. So if you want to start with the level 1, and then for those of you who do Pilates at the end of the week, then we can do the next level if you want to. So let's set up the neutral spine in what we call the supine position, which is lying on your back. So you've got your thumbs in your belly button, you've got your fingers pointing down to your pubic bone. Take an in breath, I'll do this with you. Exhale, flatten the back so your fingers point up to the ceiling. Then breathe in and exhale, arch the spine so the fingers point down to the floor. And then we're coming in between those 2 points there. So that's your neutral position of your spine. So if we had props today, if we had yoga blocks, we can pop those under the head for those of you that are struggling to get the head down. You might need a hoodie or something under your head. I'll just come out and check now. Let's breathe in. Exhale, going to lift the one leg up. And then inhalation as you bring that leg down. So exhale to lift. So we want to really switch on the core. And then breathe in to lower. Exhale, lift that right leg up. And then inhale, lower. So we want to bring that knee over the hip. I'm going to put something under your head. That's it. That's it. So hopefully you're able to get that deep contraction through the core. So you can just stay there. But some of us have been doing this every week over the last few years. So if you want to bring both legs up, you breathe in and you exhale, just relax the neck. You can try this up. So going slow, exhalation as we lower, and inhalation as we lift. So shins there just parallel to the floor. And just try not to scrunch your neck, so you just want to look directly at the ceiling so there's no sort of strain going on there. Just one more right when you get to the left. That's the last one. Brilliant. It's about 40 degrees in there. So we're going to come onto our side. Right, actually, yeah, it's facing all the same way. So I was going to say head that way, actually. Right, we're going to lie on our side. Just, if you want to just sit up and watch, you can't see, can you see better? You're going to lie in a straight line. Hand just close to belly button. We're going to breathe in. Going to do the basic one of these. Exhale. Going to flex throat. We're going to lift up. So we're working through the glutes, working through the waist. So take the breath in. We're going to exhale. We're going to do 12 of these. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. So line in a straight line. Belly button goes towards the spine. Exhalation to lift. Inhalation to lower. Exhale. Inhale. Keep going. So see how tight you can get the core in. So imagine again you've got that belt around the waist. Breathing out through the mouth as we lift and in through the nose as we lower. Good, slow, 5 more. There's a few ways that we can do this. I'm going to just show you this first. We're going to come onto the forearms. And first of all, breathe in through the nose. What we're going to do is exhale and pull your tongue muscles away from the floor. And then a deep breath in. Exhale. And then we're going to go onto knees, keeping that deep contraction through the core from there. So if you imagine someone's pulling you up by your hips, okay? So if we just all come down, we're going to do that together. So we're going to start with 1 more time. Breathe in. Exhale and pull your tummy muscles away from the floor. So you've got your feet width apart. Keep breathing like that. Shoulders relax. And then deep breath in. exhale, now we're coming up sort of halfway, and see whether you've still got your tummy muscles in. So this is my beach pose. This is, I just need a book now. Breathe in, then exhale up onto the knees, and then holding in that deep contraction. So if we just breathe in through nose, out through mouth, belly button to spine. You might want to just hold it for 4 breaths, you might want to hold it for 6 breaths. You need to come back down any time you need to do. And then just draw your shoulders back and down away from your ears. Lengthen your neck. Think of a tortoise sticking its head out the shell. And if you want to come back onto your tummy any time, you just go for it. Slow breath in through nose. Slow breath out through the nose. Then 3, 2, and release from there. And then come back into shell pose and the stretch. Excellent. We're going to come onto our backs next, into a hip bridge. So if you just want to take a seat, I'm just going to demonstrate this because we do it different in Pilates and yoga. Please, the camera woman. Camera woman. Right, we've got the feet hip width apart, just relax the spine. You've got that palms down, reaching towards the heels. And then again, the neck is just relaxed and we look straight up. We're breathing in. And then exhale. So if we first will flatten back, thumbs on belly button, fingers towards pubic bone, then breathe in and exhale, arch the spine. So we've got that neutral position at the back. Breathe in, exhale, come between those 2 points. And then what we do with the hip bridge is breathing in, the exhale, we actually tilt the pelvis flat in the back and roll up. Breathe in at the top. Then exhale and taking each vertebrae, so we go from thoracic spine, midpoint of the back, down towards the lumbar, and then back to neutral. So it's kind of like a rolling, and it feels really good. It's great for any back complaints. It's a really nice release for that one as well. So it's the same type of breathing. Inhale to prepare, exhaling to roll on up. Breathing in at the top and then exhaling to come back down. So first of all, let's set up the alignment. We've got the feet hip width apart, knees hip width apart, and the palms down. Taking a deep breath in. Let's just exhale, place the diamond shape on the tummy. So thumbs and belly button, fingers pointing down to the pubic bone. Then we take a deep breath in. We exhale, just adding a little bit of an arch, the fingers pointing down to the floor. And then inhale, exhale, flatten the back into the ground. And then your neutral spine in between those 2 points. So palms down, we inhale, exhale. And we're going to flatten and roll up to ceiling. So the hamstrings and the glutes in the back. Breathe in, exhale, rolling slowly down. And then think about each vertebrae coming down onto the mat. So you're slow. And then back into neutral. And again, I'm just going to do one more with you. Then I'm going to come around. And roll all the way up. Breathe in at the top. And then exhale, coming down slow. I do love this one. It feels great on your back. How are we doing? You're looking really hot. Well done, Tree. Well done, Lee. That's it. Just relax the shoulders and the hands. Rolling up through the back. Right, Kath. Brilliant. Taking the time just to breathe slow, really feel that in the back. 2. And then last one. Release down. Gosh, I feel like going back to sleep after that. I don't know about you. Right, we're going to come on to our side. Keep your heads facing exactly the same way that you are, because we're going to do a side bend. And you put yourself back around the way that we started. We've made my job easy. I was just thinking, oh no, I'll turn them around then. So we've got the elbow in line with shoulders. I'm going to demonstrate this first. We're going to do the first basic one. So you're going to breathe in, and then we're going to exhale, we go up like that, reach over. So is everybody okay to do this shoulder-wise? What do you think? The look on the face is quite good. So we want to stack the knees, stack the hips, place your position so that your elbows are directly underneath the shoulder. So we're going to work this part of the waist underneath here as well. So we're going to breathe in. The next time, draw the belly button in. Now, if you're not comfortable like that, you can do it with the top leg straight as well, which is the same thing. I think normally we've been doing that on a Thursday night, but otherwise you can stay with the bent leg, okay? So we're going to do between 8 and 12. If you need to stop at 8, just stop at 8, that's fine, okay? Let's take a deep breath in, belly button towards the spine, exhale, reaching over, and then breathing, come back down. Maybe that feels better for you, exhale. So if your shoulder's not happy with that, there's a different option where you could do it with your hands like this. That just sometimes feels better for people, especially if you've got a lot of tension in your shoulders. Exhale. And then breathing it in to lower. Brilliant. Keep going. 6 more if you can, but 4 more if you want to stop. That's fine. So we're working the cycle, trying to keep the chest facing forward and trying to keep that arm over by the ear. Last time, so come down if you need to. Right, let's come into seated position. Yes, be gentle with ourselves. Some of us haven't done this for, gosh, a little while. And then probably will need a spa day. Right, how tight do your hips feel? The next one is a spinal twist. I know I said that, so we did do quite a lot of hip stretches yesterday, but it doesn't look like it. That's your option 1, but you can bring the legs a bit away as well. So if we did have the blocks, we probably would sit on those. You could sit on a rolled mat. We want to try to get our back straight. So sometimes if the legs are too close, we end up collapsing like that. So it might be better if you place the feet here. I quite like that when I can get quite a straight back. When I do that, it's quite a bit uncomfortable when the bony gets in, but I can actually get my back really straight. So if you imagine you're leaning against the wall, that's the type of feel that we want to have with this. And I always say to my class participants, isn't it much harder to hold your belly in when you're sitting down, because it just wants to hang out. So the first thing we're going to do is just sit here, take a breath in, and train ourselves to put our belly in a seated position. So we breathe in through the nose again. And then exhale. And then just bring my arms in because I feel my shoulders coming forward. So you just want to relax the shoulders. Deep breath in. Yeah, and if you feel that you're more comfortable like that, you just place the feet in a straddle instead. So another breath in. Then exhale, we're going to bring the hands into the centre. So how tight is your core right now? Can you hold it? Is it feeling a bit more challenging? It's definitely, I think it's harder. Let's take a breath now. And then exhale, keeping that core contraction and a twist to the right. So this is called a spinal twist. It's great for your back. Taking a breath in. We're going to exhale and then twist the other way. Oh, tight back. Breathe in. And you can even straighten your legs, you know, there's a few different positions for this. But we need to try to get our back as straight as we can. So thinking about our posture
So Kat, bring your legs a bit further as well. Yeah, see if you can sit a bit straight. That's really tough, that's it.
And you can sit cross-legged like Sarah, but I do think to do this one right, I think it's actually much harder than it looks. I think Sarah's saying. There we go, we're just going to go 1 more, 2. The left. And then just shake out the legs a little bit. Well done. So if we do that imaginary line again, and you face in towards each other, the next one we're going to do is the roll up. Now this is something I teach quite often, but we're going to start with the leg version today, so it's going to be a little bit different as well. So we just got the feet on the floor. If you just want to watch this first, we've got the knees hip width apart, taking a breath in. Now I'm going to exhale, I'm going to roll up, like so. You can take the legs a bit further out, if you want to, taking the breath in, coming back down. And just going to put the palms on the floor. So this is like one of the first levels of the roll up. Some people are doing straight legs. And again, I think I made this bit quite easy. It is actually quite hard. Sometimes you get there and you kind of can't roll up. So we have got options if you need them. So what you can do, if you get stuck, is you do it in reverse. You start here, you breathe in, then you go as far back as you can, and then you come back up. So we're not actually doing it from the floor. Okay? So if we start with that version, then we can see whether we want to progress that. So just arms open wide. I always say like you're having a Swiss ball. Nice straight spine. Knees hip width apart. So we want to try and lift up here. Let's breathe in. Exhale. And then we do a little roll back. Breathe in. Lift up. Relaxing the shoulders. And again, exhale. So got that nice deep core connection. Are you managing to hold your tummy in? That's it. Keep going. So arms can go a little bit wider. Just relax the shoulders. Wow, look at the tension. Anyone would think we've been in a pandemic. So keep going up. You're going to do something we did 18 months ago, you can't do it. It's, yeah, Kathy, you stay there, wouldn't you? Focus on getting your back straight. Then the ones who've been doing this with me, you can. I mean, you can bring the arms over. The one I just showed you at the beginning, then we just stay here. Exhaling. So you exhale the way up then. It's up to you. Inhale. Got a little bit of mixed ability here today. Softer than you think, like that. Yeah, Laura's been doing it with the angular. Trying to keep the feet on the floor. Last two. Last one. Excellent. Right, we're going to come on to our opposite side. Oh, go back into the side leg lift. That's right, heads all in that way. So tend to do the same way for that. Right, so we're going to flex the foot. Now we need to just make sure we're lying in a straight line, chest is open. The hand that comes in front, we want to make sure that we can kind of collapse that down. So we're lifting the top shoulder. So first of all, we just breathing in. Oh, exhale. Draw your belly button in towards your spine again. And get that nice deep connection with your core. Deep breath in, we're going to exhale, lift. And then breathe in lower. Exhale, lift. Breathe in lower. So exhale and inhale. So just relaxing. And then if you want to, you can place that head down on the arm. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. exhale and inhale. So we're not going too high. We want to just work using the glutes as we do this. And try not to go forward. And then we have 4 more. And exhale, looking good. Last 2 slow, breathing out to lift and breathing in to lower. And last 1. Great, and then from there, we're going to turn back to face in towards the centre. We're going to go up into an upside down V. So we're on the knees. And then we're going to tuck the toes under. And then press up. So you see how tight my calf muscles are? We're looking towards the legs. And just remembering to breathe in through the nose. And exhale out through the nose. Great, just stretching through. And then release them. Oh, just roll the shoulders. Oh, you can feel how tight your body feels, can't you? Right then, so we've got the side bend to do on the opposite side. So now we're going to lightly on this side. That's right. So either these together, elbow in line with shoulder, or we have that option to extend. First thing we need to do is breathe in, exhale and draw belly button in. Don't forget, if you've got a bad shoulder, you might prefer to do it on your hands, especially if you're working from home at the moment. So let's breathe in, and as we exhale, tighten the belly, and then reach over, and then we breathe in to bring that hand down. Exhalation, and then inhalation. So you could do it here with the fingers facing outwards, and you could also do it with a straight leg. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Let's have a little keep going. So just another 2 if you find it tough, another 6 if you're feeling strong today. Brilliant, nearly there. Right, Kath. Charlotte, you okay? We're feeling this, aren't we? Last one. Yay! Great, let's come on to our mats. I'll tell you what, they go like a double 2 mats. Could you? Double 2 mats. Oh, you got 2 mats. Well done. It's a bit hard. Oh, then lie down on our backs. You're going to bring the right leg up. We'll copy them. Extend that leg. So you could have your left foot on the floor, or you could have both legs straight. And then that's our hamstring stretch. You're going to hold this a bit longer because most of you sit down quite a bit throughout the day. And we need to work on our flexibility of our hamstrings. You can see how you feel that. Just breathe in and relax into that stretch. That was so tight, didn't it? Oh. Right, let's bring the right leg across. Let's do the piriformis and glute stretch. So we used to call this number 4 in the 90s. This was number 4. So you can stay there. The right leg is across. You can use your right hand to push that away. I like this one where you reach through the gap in the middle. You hook under the left leg, underneath leg, and then you feel that in your buttocks. Again, I might just hold that. just a little bit longer today. Excellent, bringing that leg down, then the left leg is going to come up, stretch the back of the thigh. Got an interesting camera angle here, so you can get both legs straight if you wanted to. You do quite like the yoga, really. Feeling your pain. Excellent, let's come back to the full stretch then again. Left leg across, so if you prefer to stay there, you can just push in that knee away, and then we've got the next option where you reach the gap in the middle of the legs, which you should really feel the outside of the buttocks. Take your foot down on the ground, arms open wide, palms up. Then take the knees to one side and turn the head away from the legs. Heavy waist. Knees as you go away. Eight stretching. Stretching is good for you. So you've got the knees on top of one another, and you also feel this in your pecs. So if you spend a lot of time on the laptop and stuff, you get really tight pectoral muscles. Knees come into the centre, and then we take the legs the opposite way. And press the shoulders down on the ground. Excuse it, and let's come through again. Keep turning up. Yeah, looking away from the legs. It's usually tip top. Excellent. Bringing ourselves up to a seated position. Right, you're going to reach over. Some interesting noises coming from outside. So both buttocks are down. This is a side lateral bend, and you can feel that all the way down the side here. And then centre and opposite arm comes over. Fab. And then we're going to just do a hip flexor stretch. If you can, flex those feet together, and then you just bring yourself a little bit forward if you can. This is quite a tough one if you don't do this regularly. Just relax the shoulders. Breathe in slow. You can start to see that's kind of feeling you. Okay, release in there. Just sit cross legs or however you're comfy, you can sit like that if you want. You're going to bring the arms behind and it's a pec stretch. So pulling our shoulders back where they should be. Yeah, can you feel that right between the shoulder blades? Yeah, we're going to have a stretchy week soon, I think. And a spiky balls week. Right, let's come onto knees. And then we're going to go to upside down feet, which is what we call downward dog yoga, but upside down feet, we call it Pilates. Looking towards your legs. And then you're going to walk your feet through towards your hands. Drop your head down towards the legs. Now everyone's got good backs, okay, so you can just roll up like this. If you prefer to walk your hands up your legs, you do that. Let's inhale. Exhale. Come all the way back up to standing. Facing the front. Are we feeling light-headed? Are we okay? Do you need your lunch? Let's roll the shoulders.
Mike's looking at
Very similar for everyone, is it? And then roll the shoulders the other way. Feel much better after that. And I always feel about 2 inches taller after Pilates. And then shake out. Give your hands. 50 minutes. Oh, I don't know whether